Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to a wonderful presentation to take you away to the south of France here tonight. Well, joining me tonight is the lovely Dana from BST Vacations. Welcome, Dana.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight on this wet, dreary, yucky February.
Exactly. So tonight I'm going to take you on a wonderful hosted cruise that BST Vacations is holding in actually this April. So a great opportunity to escape a day like today, which is typically an April kind of weather day, very dreary and gloomy. I had the opportunity of sailing on this exact itinerary last April. So I've included some of my pictures to show you the beautiful sunny skies and the flowers in bloom and the bright skies. So definitely a change from the weather here in Ontario. BST, of course, quite familiar with us, like our family. I've got a couple of pictures of some previous groups that they've hosted with us. On the left is a picture in Southeast Asia. They did a group with Emerald Cruises last fall. And on the right is a picture on board the Emerald Radiance, where they sailed with us a couple of years ago in Portugal. So wonderful team to travel with. So this upcoming group sailing with us in the south of France is another wonderful opportunity to travel with this great team. So let's get started here. Welcome to all the beautiful southern France itinerary here, the Sensations of Lyon and Provence. Beautiful ship here, the Emerald Liberté, that you can see here, that you'll be sailing on for a wonderful 7-night cruise. But again, as you'll see throughout this itinerary here, it's a great balance of time spent both on board and on shore. So really wonderful itinerary here. Lots of choice that you can decide how you wish to spend your day. So there's always lots of options here. So I'm going to start things off with just a quick little sneak peek of what you can expect in this region of France. Lots of history, culture, of course, food and wine in this region. For those of you that have never been on a river cruise, this is a wonderful opportunity to start in the south of France. Of course, the best part is you're unpacking once. So you've got your beautiful floating boutique hotel sailing on the Emerald Liberté, and again, visiting all these wonderful places in the south of France, but you're on your floating boutique hotel. So you've always got your home base, so you're not packing up and unpacking every single day. So a really nice, wonderful way to explore. So there's a maximum of 132 guests on board this ship. So really nice, intimate atmosphere that you get to meet your fellow travelers traveling with the group from Blow Stewart Travel. And as you'll see, there's lots of opportunity for exploring the ports that you'll be stopping at. And again, when you're traveling with Emerald Cruises, we've got our Emerald Exceptional Value that you'll get to receive. So always an included excursion at every port. We have different types of included excursions that I'll go into, including our Emerald Plus, more cultural type experiences. We've got a fantastic Emerald Active program as well that's included. All your meals, of course, are included. So lots of regional dishes, complimentary beverages as well. Your gratuities, your airport transfers, everything is all taken care of. So a wonderful way to travel. So again, with Emerald Cruises, you'll get to enjoy a shore excursion every day at no extra costs. We've got wonderful, experienced local English-speaking guides that live there, love to share their stories and their hometowns with you. Lots of small group sizes as well, different pace levels to bring you closer to the local area here as well. One of the highlights in the South of France itinerary will have this gentleman here, Chef Fabien Morial. Part of our Emerald Plus included experiences. He will actually join our guests on board and prepare a really special dinner as well. So again, some of these local cultural included in our Emerald Plus. Some of the ports, we are there a little bit longer, and we do offer some optional extra Discover More experiences. So these are also available that the BST team can certainly share those details with you. But again, the great Emerald exceptional value that you're sailing with, so much is included. You've got all your meals on board. With this group sailing in the South of France, you'll have all your beverages included. So not just at mealtime, all your beverages all day, every day when you join this group with BST. You've always got those daily excursions. And again, we've got those different type of excursions as well. We have complimentary Wi-Fi on board, so you can stay in touch with family and friends back home. And part of our green initiative, you'll have a refillable water bottle in your stateroom, and you'll have water restocked daily that you can fill those up with as well. So no plastic, single-use plastics on board to protect this beautiful world that we live in. And port charges, taxes, everything's in Canadian dollars. Your airport transfers are included, and your gratuity. So both onboard crew as well as your onshore tour guide. So all of this is all included. So a really great value for you. Here's a quick look at the beautiful ship that you'll be sailing on.
Built specifically for our cruises through southern France, the Emerald Liberté mirrors the effortless sophistication and beauty of the French countryside she navigates, offering authentic experiences of the rivers Rhône and Saône. The standards of service, attention to food, and knowledge of wine you'd expect in France will be sewn into the very essence of the Emerald Liberté, providing an onboard experience comparable with world-class boutique hotels. Travelling between Lyon and Avignon, the Emerald Liberté will explore culturally rich and enigmatic cities before dissecting the wine regions and charming Mediterranean settlements of France. With a capacity of 138 guests and a series of cutting-edge amenities, the Emerald Liberté represents the next generation of river cruising. The suites and staterooms are beautifully appointed, providing an oasis for rest and relaxation. The hugely popular Horizon Bar and Lounge has been added to the Emerald Liberté, providing a wonderful after-dinner retreat. Partake in your favourite digestif from the well-stocked bar, or help yourself to complimentary tea and coffee throughout the day. The Mediterranean climate enjoyed in the southern reaches of France provides the perfect opportunity to enjoy the open-air amenities of the sun deck, where you'll find a large area to sit back and relax or enjoy a barbecue with new friends. Or if you fancy a dip, then head to the indoor pool with its retractable glass roof, so you can enjoy the gentle river breeze as you complete a few pre-breakfast laps.
So beautiful, stylish ships, very, as you can see, lots of light mirror that you'll find throughout the decor of our contemporary ship. The Horizon Bar and Lounge, as they mentioned, is definitely where you'll spend lots of time in, the heart and soul of the ship. So wonderful to just relax, enjoy a cocktail, meet with friends, share your stories from the day's travels. Entertainment will take place here as well in the evening, and your cruise director will do port talks every night in the lounge here just before dinner, just to share all the exciting events and activities that will be taking place in the days ahead. We have a fantastic Emerald Active program. So part of the excursions that you can choose from that are included might be a guided hike or a guided bike tour. We have bikes on board, so when we are docked, when they're not being used for a guided bike tour, you are free to take these out as well and explore the city at your leisure. So a lot of fun ways to explore the cities that we visit. So we also have a pool at the back of the ship. So really nice area. It's an indoor heated pool, so the roof can be open on hot days. Nice relaxing area there that you can curl up with a book as well. In the night, we'll raise the floor of this pool, and some nights we'll show some Hollywood movies in there. We'll pull a screen down. So a great alternative to the entertainment that's taking place in the lounge that night. Up top on the sun deck is a place that you're going to want to spend a lot of time there. Lots of comfortable seating, some shaded area. There's a walking track that you can get your steps in as well. But of course, you're going to get the 360-degree views of the beautiful scenery that you are traveling in the south of France. We've also got a fun little games area. So we've got a little putting green up top. So this is a picture that I took last April on my cruise. And during the afternoon, so after our morning excursion, the activity manager there in the center with the white, he held a crazy golf tournament. So lots of fun. There was a lot of excitement and commotion going on, big competition there. So there's always something fun to do on board throughout the day. So for dining, of course, lots of great options this way. In the terrace, which is located just in front of the lounge area there, you can enjoy an early riser's breakfast. Light lunch is also served here. So again, lots of different options for you. Or you might just want to relax in the comfortable seating there on the terrace and enjoy the beautiful stretches of France as you pass by here. The main restaurant is Reflections Restaurant, where you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And of course, try those regional wines and beers from the France region that are handpicked from our sommeliers. So a great opportunity to try some of the local wines of the region. Open seating, so you can sit with whomever you wish. Lots of different table configurations for tables of 2 up to tables of 8. And of course, the local produce and cuisine that you'll get to enjoy here with our wonderful culinary team that will take care of you. As well, anyone with any dietary restrictions, just let the BST team know, and we can certainly notify our team on board. And of course, you've got the complimentary beverages, and with the special inclusion with the Blow Stewart Travel hosted cruise, that you'll receive the premium beverage package. So all of your drinks are included throughout your cruise. And our cruise, absolutely fantastic. So you'll get to know all of the wonderful team on board that will become like your family by the end of the cruise. Also on board, we've got a wellness area. So we've got a fitness room with some elliptical treadmills as well, if you want to get some exercise there. And we also have a spa area. So if you'd like to treat yourself to a treatment, you can book those on board for an additional fee. Now let's take a look at the wonderful suites that you can choose from. A great selection here, starting with our Emerald staterooms. So these are located on the lower deck with that picture window just above the water line there that you can see. So nice, comfortable place to relax. Lots of storage space. So of course, you'll be unpacking your suitcase on night number 1 and tucking it under your bed for your entire cruise there. Great infotainment system there. So there's movies on demand available. We've got personal safe in the rooms as well, and lots of storage, as I mentioned. We also have a smaller version of this, single staterooms. So if you're traveling on your own, this is another great option for you with our single staterooms that we offer. Most of the suites are the balcony suites here that you can see. Of course, that beautiful floor-to-ceiling views is the big attraction here. Spacious 170 square feet, and these are located on decks 2 and 3 of the ship. Nice contemporary design with this all-weather balcony system. So at a touch of a button, that window will glide down. So again, you've got the beautiful views, and you can certainly get that fresh air and enjoy as well. Lots of wonderful amenities in the room, as well as Espa Spa products that we use throughout the ship. And the bed configurations can be either 2 twins or a queen size bed. As I mentioned, you'll have your own refillable water bottle, and water will be replenished daily in your stateroom. Now let's take a look at the really exciting itinerary that you can join the BST team in the south of France. So this itinerary starts in Lyon, and then we'll sail north up to Chalon-sur-Saône, and we've got an excursion up to Beaune. Then we'll continue sailing south again, stopping in Lyon. So you've got a full day there in Lyon, and then continuing south to the Provence region there, ending up in Arles, and then there'll be a transfer to Nice. And Dana at the end will share the details of how you can extend your trip after your cruise with them. So starting off, here's a beautiful picture of Lyon. And of course, on a river cruise, it's wonderful because these cities have been built around the river. So, you know, you can see right up close the beautiful city of Lyon here. And this cruise, it's an 8-day sailing that you'll be sailing on here, and just absolutely stunning. So when we leave Lyon, we're going to head north, as I mentioned, and we're going to be going up to a nice town called Chalon-sur-Saône. So this is a picture that I took last April. And as you can see, at that time of year over in France, the wisteria's in bloom there. Nice blue sky. So a real wonderful time to travel over to the south of France and escape our kind of dreary April weather that we have here in Ontario. So Chalon-sur-Saône, it's a really beautiful city. No surprise that it's the birthplace of photography, actually. And it's also in the center of Burgundy's wine region. Really lovely, fun area. You'll definitely see the local culture there, and alfresco lifestyle. So many patios there that are just absolutely beautiful. So we also visit the Hospices of Beaune. It's one of the finest examples of French 15th century architecture. This former hospital is now a beautiful and fascinating museum. So here's a picture that I took here, and you'll see the glazed tiled roof. Just absolutely stunning, just a beautiful piece of artwork, really. So inside that is the museum that you'll have a guided tour of as well. And then you'll have some free time on your own to explore some of the shops or enjoy a cafe to relax and enjoy. Back on board that afternoon, we had one of our Emerald Plus experiences. We had a cheese and olive tasting. So a great chance to discover a little bit more about France. So this is organized on board and takes place in the Horizon Lounge with the cruise director. And you'll get a chance to taste and learn all about different wines and some fun facts. And of course, enjoy to taste some of the different cheeses and olives from the Provence region. So always something to do and always something to learn about the local area. When we continue south again, we'll stop back in Lyon. So you've got a beautiful full day, lots to see and do in this city. Lyon is kind of the gastronomical capital of France, so perfect for any foodies out there. Lots of Michelin star restaurants that you can find in Lyon. That morning, I should say, I'm kind of reliving my trip, was a wonderful guided tour of Lyon, including in the picture here, this UNESCO World Heritage listed Basilica Notre Dame de Fouvrier. So really wonderful. You'll get to go inside here, and it's just absolutely magnificent, the architecture and scenery there. There's a great lookout. So these again are my pictures. So on the left-hand side there, this is just outside of the Basilica. There's a really great lookout. So you'll get to see all of the lower old town of Lyon below. Lots of beautiful buildings there. We have the opportunity, we also have the guided tour down to the old town after visiting the Basilica. So all through the pedestrian streets, absolutely beautiful, beautiful city. There are lots of shops and restaurants, and that middle picture there is, I took that. They have absolutely gorgeous windows, all their bakeries. They just dress up their windows so wonderful, and you certainly makes you hungry. In the middle there is their praline brioche, which is a specialty in Lyon. So you'll definitely have to try those. And of course the macaroons as a French specialty. And then on the right is a picture of myself. So in the afternoon, we had some free time. So I took one of our bikes that we have on board and went for a nice little bike ride along the bike paths that took me to the confluence of where the two rivers meet, the Rhone and the Saône rivers. So it's kind of neat to see that. So again, lots of flexibility and options to do. The other activity in the morning, so instead of that guided tour of Lyon, we also offered one of our included Emerald Active excursions. So it was a guided bike tour of Lyon. So different way of exploring the city. So you've always got lots of great options there. We have a local tour guide in addition to our activity manager that goes with you. You'll have different stops along the way, commentary, so you still learn about the city, but you just see it from a different perspective, which is a lot of fun as well. The next day, we'll continue sailing south, and we will be arriving in a lovely little town called Tournon, right along the Rhone River. A wonderful day here with lots of activities to do both on board and on shore. Tournon is a wonderful little picturesque village right along the Rhone River, which is dominated by a 16th century castle that overlooks the village. So today, you've got the choice of doing the included walking tour of the town of Tournon, or you've also got a I should say the walking tour is wonderful too, because our ship is just steps away from the town. So really nice and close. The other option is doing the Emerald Active activity, which is a guided hike. So these are pictures that I took. I did the guided hike today. So we just crossed the bridge here over to the other side of the Rhone, which is a town called Tain-l'Hermitage. And we had, in the bottom picture there is our local guide that accompanied us in addition to our activity manager. And we walked up through the vineyards, and we had several stops along the way, and our local guide gave us commentary. We learned all about wine production in this region of France. So it was a really interesting and some good exercise there, and the views from the top were absolutely wonderful. On our way down, we stopped in the town of Tain-l'Hermitage, and on the right hand side, that's the Valrhona chocolate factory. So really delicious premium French chocolate. So we did a little shopping as our reward for our guided hike on board. So lots to do there. In the afternoon on board, we also had another Emerald Plus included activity. So we had a wine tasting on board. So we had local wine experts come on board, and we had a wine tasting. So we got to learn more about the Rhone wine production and try some local wines. So a really great way to tie in our day's excursions and the region that we were visiting there. So a really wonderful day. Another great day, like it just doesn't stop the great days. So this, your next stop will be in a nice little medieval town called Viviers. So the local tour guide that I had there, his name was Pierre, absolutely wonderful expert guide. He lives there. His family grew up there in the village. So he had so many stories to share. So they really bring these towns to life, learning about all the local stories. So a really super day there in this beautiful town of Viviers. So that afternoon, we had another Emerald Active opportunity for those that wanted to do a guided bike tour to a nearby town of Glun. So guests could do that, or guests could stay on board. And again, we were right in the little town of Viviers that others would just kind of wander around. So again, always you can kind of plan your day how you wish to spend it. The following day, we're in Avignon, another full day here. So a really gorgeous city. This is another highlight, visiting this town of Avignon. Nice walled city. This picture here, you can see the Point d'Avignon, the bridge there that you are minutes away from your ship, that you can go and walk across and explore and learn all about the history here. In the morning, you've got the option, you can have a guided tour of Avignon. In the back of the picture here that you can see, that's the Pope's Palace. So monument landmark in Avignon. So, and again, we were less than a 10-minute walk from our ship to the inside of the walled city here. So it was a really wonderful guided tour in the morning, and then we ended right before lunch. Guests could easily go back to the ship for lunch, or some like myself, I stayed in town and enjoyed lunch at one of the local restaurants. But then we had the afternoon there. So again, you can come and go back to the ship because we're docked so closely. Lots of wonderful shopping, restaurants, cafes there that you can enjoy. Alternatively to that guided city tour in the morning, we also had our Emerald Active canoeing excursion on the river there. So this is some pictures in the bottom left. That's our activity manager there, Drajan, that took some guests out on the river there for a great canoeing excursion. So again, always a choice for you how you wish to spend your day and explore these wonderful ports that we're visiting. So that evening in Avignon is a really special night. We've got our Emerald Plus experience. We have a great Provençal dinner with local chef Fabien Morial. Here's some of the highlights.
On your Emerald Cruises journey through southern France, you can look forward to romance, history, and some spectacular scenery as you cruise through the beautiful Provence countryside. This region is also famous for its unique cuisine, and we're proud to announce that we've enlisted the culinary expertise of local chef Fabien Morial to create a special dinner experience for all our guests on one night of your cruise. Fabien was a finalist in the French TV show Top Chef, and now is a local restaurateur who specializes in cooking that showcases the Burgundy and Provence region's most delicious produce.
For me, it's a very good opportunity to work with Emerald because I can show to the people the cuisine from the south of France. Not the French cuisine. Cuisine from south of France is the best in the world. They are coming to discover something, and I prefer give them something more original and typical from south of France.
This gourmet culinary experience can be enjoyed on all cruises departing between Lyon and Arles on board our Emerald Liberté starship, and is included as part of our Emerald Plus program.
So this is a really fantastic night. Chef Morial will join the cruise director in the lounge during the port talk, and will describe the menu that he's preparing, including his grandmother's recipe for dessert. So it's a really absolutely wonderful dining experience, and definitely will be one of the highlights of your cruise. That evening as well, after dinner, there is an optional Discover More excursion that you can enjoy a beautiful classical concert at one of the churches in Avignon. So, so this is, you know, a great opportunity for a wonderful private event there that you can join as well. And then our final stop on our cruise is in Arles, a real unique city. So this is another picture that I took last April when I sailed here. And as you can see, we're always docked so close to all of these wonderful places that we visit. Arles is really fascinating because there's a lot of Roman rule here, a lot of history that way. So it reminds me, you know, when I show you some of the pictures coming up, you'd think you were in Rome, but a lot of history here and art as well. So you'll have an included guided excursion here. So this is one that I took where we went to the UNESCO World Heritage listed Arles Amphitheater and Arena. So it's over 2,000 years old. It's absolutely fascinating. We got to go right inside and sit down and learn all about the fascinating history that took place here in this. But it's just absolutely incredible to be walking in these buildings, and the architecture. It's just absolutely incredible to experience. And of course, Arles is also the backdrop for to over 200 of Van Gogh's paintings. So throughout your guided tour, you'll also be shown some of the places that inspired Van Gogh's paintings here. So again, you can walk in the footsteps of this renowned artist that lived here for so many years. So absolutely so much to see and do on this itinerary. As you can see, it's just absolutely fantastic. Here to wrap things up is just a quick recap of this absolutely incredible itinerary.
C'est une chanson d'amour que je voudrais chanter pour toi. Les mots m'échappent toujours, je ne peux pas trouver ma voix. J'essaierai tant bien que mal d'éviter le sentimental. Comment parler de l'amour sans retomber sur des clichés? J'appelle la muse au secours, elle ne m'inspire aucune idée. Je voudrais savoir comment exprimer ses sentiments. Jour après jour, mon cœur ne bat que pour toi. Je ferais mieux d'emprunter quelques poèmes sur l'amour, chanté par sa beauté, afin que tu m'aimes en retour. Je dois connaître ton cœur pour que j'arrive au bonheur. Jour après jour, mon cœur ne bat que pour toi. C'est une chanson d'amour que je voudrais chanter pour toi. Et si tu m'aimes à ton tour, je pourrais retrouver ma voix. Ce n'est rien d'original, ça m'est vraiment égal. Jour après jour, mon cœur ne bat que pour toi. La la la, la 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 la, la la la.
So there's really why you want to join the BST team in the south of France this April. I'll turn it back over to you now, Dana.
Perfect. Great. Thanks, Tracy. Oh my gosh, sign me up. Hey, wait, I am going.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Thanks for including your own personal pictures. I mean, to see the flowers and the skies the way they are for April, that's phenomenal. So thank you. I just wanted to take a moment and introduce myself. I'm Dana Empey. I'm one of the owners of BST Vacations. And Rob Blows, Rob, are you still on there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We
Well,
just
it
can't
seems
see
that I
your
can't
lovely
talk
face.
and I can't be talking and be seen at the same time for some reason tonight on the technology. So
that's okay.
I am here. Yeah, I'm pretty excited too. I think I'm looking forward to the food. I think it's just looks awesome. The French food is fantastic, and the history, and I want to learn about the wine, and you know, it's a great opportunity for that too, because I don't really know that much about that. I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm hoping you'd like to join us on this cruise. With my wife, myself, and my wife are going to be hosting along with Dana and her husband, and really looking forward to the event, to the cruise. And we actually have pre and post options as well if you're wanting to make your trip a little longer.
Yeah. So Rob and I, as he mentioned, are hosting this trip. We do have a few cabin categories left in all of the different decks. So a few different options. So this is kind of our last push to encourage and engage people to come with us. We're really excited. This has such a great combination of a lot of different areas of the south of France. So we're very excited. I love the south of France. I've had the opportunity to go to Avignon before, as well as Nice. And so I'm actually very excited to be going back again. The wonderful thing about river cruising is there is so much flexibility, Tracy, as you mentioned. Each day is different. There's tours included. There are extra tours that you can take as well. If you want to just go out in the morning, but come back and enjoy the afternoon and lunch on the ship, you've got that capability. You want to stay in town, you want to be active. I mean, you name it, you can basically do it. And that's what I really love about river cruising. On top of the fact of the cuisine being phenomenal, I'm very excited about that special plus with having Chef Morial on. That just sounds wonderful. But I also love the fact that Emerald does a phenomenal job of changing up the wines and the beers. You travel down the river into the different regions, and the sommelier, all of the information about that at dinner. So really, really such a great experience we've always had with Emerald. As Rob mentioned before, we do have some opportunities to have a pre and post with this cruise. Our pre-trip is in Lyon. So it is 2 nights in Lyon to get acclimated, have a night to kind of get your bearings after an overnight flight and a long flight going over. The flights going over are Toronto, Paris, Paris, Lyon. So to have 2 nights pre in Lyon, just get you kind of back onto that time frame. The package includes all your transfers. It includes a 2-day hop on, hop off in Lyon, as well as we're staying in the Mercure Lyon Centre, which is right in the middle of Lyon. So lots of restaurants and cafes and things within walking distance. And then hopping on board the boat, the ship. And then at the end, our post 2 nights is actually in Nice. So we will take a transfer from the ship to Nice, and we are 2 nights in Nice at Le Méridien Nice, which is actually located right on the ocean. It's right on that main drag in Nice. It's got wonderful views, again, within walking distance to hundreds of restaurants, old market areas. But the wonderful thing with Nice is there's so many places that you can go and explore outside of Nice as well. You can go to Monaco, you can go to Ise, you can go to, Tracy, where else am I thinking? Yes, like so many places to explore. Nice itself is wonderful, but definitely lots of other things to explore, as well as that day in our post package. We also have a really great walking tour of Nice to kind of get you situated and find some little nuggets and little places that you might want to go back to in the following days. So Rob, do you want to finish it off or talk about anything further?
Sure. Well, if some of you maybe have river cruise, so you would already know this, but those that haven't river cruised, the nice thing about the river cruise is it's small. And this particular case, it's just our group, so it's a real closed group, but there's no lineups for anything. You don't have to queue for anything. There's going to be space on the tours. We've got you can. And you don't feel like you have to go on any of the tours if you don't want to. Some people just want to sit and read a book or just wander around town. That's perfectly okay. But we'll have by the time we're in like day 1 or 2 of this cruise, I'm sure we'll all know one another because it's our own group. We're all have something in common, which is very nice. It'll help, I think, everybody. We'll just enhance the whole vacation too. You're just going to get to know a lot, hopefully make some new friends, and Dana and I'll make sure that the bar doesn't run out of wine. That's important.
Exactly.
We're going to France. Exactly. So and we're just to let you know, we're getting close to we've got a little bit of time to book, but not a whole lot. We want to get because flights are becoming limited now because we're getting closer to departure. So we want to make sure that you're flying with the group. So the sooner you book, the better it will be. We'll make sure you're on with the group. I'm hosting the 2 nights pre and the cruise, and Dana is joining the cruise and doing the 2 nights post. So you'll have one of us with you at all time, or both of us on the cruise.
Exactly. And so if anybody is interested, I just want to thank those of you that are on the call right now that are actually coming with us. I hope this presentation just gets you really excited and start thinking about all the things that you want to see and do. For anybody that's on the call that hasn't booked in yet, but is definitely interested, please reach out to us either in Stratford or to your individual agent. If you don't happen to have an agent, obviously info@bstvacations.ca, and we will get someone to give you a call right away. Feel free to reach out to Rob or I as well, and we're happy to walk you through the whole process and get everything and answer any of your questions that you may have. Let me just see if there's some things. Tracy, do you see the chat there?
Yes, I've been answering some of the questions here. Actually, someone's just asking about the dates of this cruise.
Yeah, so the cruise itself is actually April 1st to the 8th. So if you are going to do the 2 pre-nights in Lyon, you would be leaving Toronto on March the 29th. And if you're doing the 2 nights post in Nice, you would be actually flying back home on the 10th.
Yeah, I think that's
okay. Wonderful. So please let us know if anybody has any questions. You can also reach out to Arlie, who would have been the one that was sending you some of the links. We'd love to have you join us. Any of you that are on the call, Rob and I look forward to seeing you in 7 weeks. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hopefully this put maybe a little sunshine in a dreary day, and looking forward to to this trip very much. Tracy, thank you again for all your support. Emerald, Scenic, you guys are amazing. You're such a wonderful supplier, such a wonderful support to us, and we really appreciate everything you do in making our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
We love the partnership, and thank you all for your support. And please, everybody, join the BST team. It's going to be a fantastic cruise this April.
Have a wonderful night, everybody. Stay safe.
Thank you,
Stay
everyone.
warm.
Thank you for coming.